Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Yo no hablo español.
You're in my Spanish 2 class. You should probably check your grade.
Oh, wait, espera. No, man, I don't know how to speak Spanish. Tú vas, yo voy, él va, nosotros vamos.
Okay.
Yeah,
Está bien.
it's all good. Hey, I still got the A+, right?
Creo que sí.
All right, man. We got the jam. We got the jam. Oh, bro, the copyrights, man. Copyrights. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Oh, yeah. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. All right, we're good. We're good. I'm good.
Alright, well, I guess there's nothing else to say. Live from Watsonville, California,
It's Grizzly Entertainment!
On today's Grizzly adventure, we have a man. Oh, he's a legend here at Bottle Valley High School. As you see students walking down the hall, you may find out that students call him by several names. Start off with the Messiah, the Chosen One, King, He who rose above. This man did the incredible. He became the King staff in only 24 days. That's right. He got hired after Miss Kennedy had to leave. Therefore, he was hired, and within 2 weeks, he became staff king. Became very popular and did the impossible, becoming king staff. And today, we go inside his classroom and ask him a few questions and a tour. We're here with Mr. Herrera, and we're here to do an interview with Mr. Herrera so you guys can get to know him. I have Mr. Herrera as my Spanish teacher, and I have got to know Mr. Herrera, and it's your guys' turn to get to know Mr. Herrera. So, Mr. Herrera, tell us a little bit about your story and how you became a teacher.
A little bit about me. My name is Miguel Herrera. I have been teaching for 4 years now. I'm one of 8 brothers and sisters. I graduated from CSUMB in 2012. Never thought I was going to be a teacher. Hated high school. I used to say that high school wasn't for me, that college wasn't for me. But things work out in mysterious ways, and I'm here now. And yeah, I came to PV late. I started 2 weeks late. I filled in for Miss Kennedy, who is a great teacher here at PV. But I'm an alright teacher. Not the best, but we're working to be the best.
All right. Mr. Herrera, what makes you different than all the other teachers here at PV?
What makes me different? I'm not sure if anything makes me different, but because there's a lot of really good teachers here at PV that I've been fortunate to meet, like Mr. Vasquez, like Mr. Gonzalez, like Mr. Robledo, like Mr. Deutsch, and the list goes on and on, honestly. But I just do things my way, and my way has worked, and it's worked well. I try to build relationships and bonds with students that can't be broken. I take time, honestly, because it takes so much time to be a teacher. I take a lot of time to help out students, and yeah, I do a lot of different things in my classroom, and I basically became that person that I wish I had when I was younger. I never had a teacher that I could go and speak to and just be honest and real with. So I once heard when I was younger a quote, and it's a pretty cool quote, and it said that be who you needed when you were younger, and that's exactly who I became.
Thank you, Mr. Herrera. And I have another question. And a little birdie told us that you like to acknowledge student success and how well they're doing in your class. For example, I was your first student of the month. And tell us a little bit about your student of the month here.
Yeah, well, Jason was my first student of the month. He was actually my first student of the month ever at PV High School, which is pretty cool. I do a little recognition. I never got no award. I never got no perfect attendance. I never got no honor when I was in school. Like I said, I hated school. I wish I would have been like Jason when I was younger. But yeah, I do a student of the month every period, every month. I identify one student that basically works harder than anyone. And they demonstrated through their work, through their production, through their participation. Yeah, and I give them an award. I speak about them. I praise them. I pour belief basically into them, because sometimes like we think that we can't do things just because we've never done them. But the minute that like someone pours belief into you, all of a sudden you think you can take over the world, and obviously he can't.
All right, and I know another thing that you like to do with your students is support your students. Say, for example, they haven't had breakfast. You like to feed your students peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and also encourage them in their learning. For example, you have raffles for how well they're doing in class. Tell us a little bit about that, Mr. Herrera.
Yeah, basically, like, people say I'm the plug. I don't know if I'm the plug, but I got Ritz all day. I got granola bars, you know. For you cereal lovers, we got Cinnamon Toast Crunch. There's a song that I heard way back when, and the song in Spanish, it said, las letras no entran cuando tiene hambre, which translates to, when you're hungry, you're not worried about learning. You're thinking about being hungry. So I kind of fight that with, hey, if you need a little energy, come ask me, and closed mouths don't get fed.
And thank you, Mr. Herrera, for this amazing interview.
Appreciate
and
it.
I hope you all got to know Mr. Herrera like I have gotten to know him, and hopefully know a little bit more about Mr. Herrera.